Wait here.
He's not the only one who wants his money back. I don't understand you. Why don't you give him his money back?
Maybe I don't have it.
How can you not have it?
Search me.
The thing is, I have to get across to the other side to get the lights on, and my flashlight's broken. If you hold the door open for me, I can see to get across.
Is that good?
Thanks. Now my eyes have to adjust.
Oh, it's dark. You poor dear. Be careful. Take your time. They should put the light switch on this side.
I'll take it up with the board.
One shouldn't have to break a neck to turn the lights on. Just give him his money back. That's all.
What do you care?
I care about everything.
I'm close now.
Wait, don't trip.
We don't do this for money, do we? Or do we?
Can we talk about this later?
You and I have a conversation coming, mister. A big conversation.
Not now.
And God made light.
This is it?
Diminutive.
This can't be it.
You said it seated 500?
Come on in.
Is this your second stage?
Nope, this is it.
I thought it was bigger.
Small is good. Small is good.
Big is better.
What are you doing with that?
What do you want me to do with it?
Get it out of sight.
So, how are you going to want things set up?
We'll need a small table for my desk, then some chairs.
They're backstage. Can you help me?
Yeah.
Lights. What about lights?
This is it. House lights and a work light over the stage.
You don't have any real theater lights?
Of course, but they're expensive to use. The power, the bulbs. For rehearsals, to save money, we light like this. I'm sure you understand.
Don't do this to me. The arts are drowning in a sea of cost cutting. How can an actor feel at the center of the universe if he isn't lit? Indulge me. Err on the side of art. Let there be light.
Okay, if you want them.
Get that out of here before anyone sees it.
Where's the green room?
Up there!
Where? Have a seat.
How's that?
You don't have any spots, do you?
General lighting is all I can do.
But you left the house lights on.
Do you want them off?
We can't feel at the center of the universe if we can see beyond the stage. We require a certain narrowness of vision.
I'll turn them off.
Sit, why don't you?
No, I want to go and touch up. There's a green room?
Yeah, this way.
Where's the thing?
Back there.
My mascara. Did you bring my mascara?
Everything's back there. Give me your arm.
I don't know what I'd do without you. Really, I don't. You're a darling.
Yeah.
Hello?
Hi.
Oh, hello there. Are we the first ones?
Looks like it. We're the early worms.
Early bird, you mean? Early bird catches the worm.
Birds, right.
But the second mouse gets the cheese.
The what?
The second mouse? That's a joke.
Oh, okay, I get it. Gets the cheese, right.
I don't know you. I'm Dolores Ford. I do most of the black female roles around here, and there aren't too many of those. Housemaids, crackhead moms, whatever. And you are...
Billy Lee. I'm the new TD.
Ah, TD.
Technical director.
Technical director. That's a job?
Yes.
You work here?
That's what they call it.
So they're giving out jobs now?
One job. Is that okay?
It's not okay. I mean, nothing personal. But if they can finally hire somebody, it should be an artist, not an administrator.
Maybe you want a job.
I do. I'm an actress. It's in my blood. Theater is my life. But I have to work in a supermarket with rotating shifts, and most of the time I can't commit to doing a show because I can't get the right shifts. Of course I want a job.
I'm an actress too. Or at least I used to call myself an actress. I even have a good-looking resume. I met the right people at the right times, in the right places, and I got paid to work. 2 plays and a film. Then the times and the places and the people moved on. Nobody wants to see that resume anymore, much less pay me. So I moved on. I gave up acting, and I am damn lucky to get a job as a TD because I don't know one end of a hammer from the other, and I couldn't tell you a plug if it was staring me in the face.
Huh. Are the bathrooms still working these days?
Best to use the one backstage.
Is this where it's happening?
You found this.
You're Billy?
Right. I'm sorry, I don't remember your name.
We met at the fundraiser. I'm on the board. It's Harold Bauer.
Right, thank you. Fill this out for me, Harold.
Thanks.
And give that one to the lady when she comes back.
Well, listen, Billy, I don't know how to put this, but you know, Hamlet, a director from the university is doing it here, right?
In the fall.
I really want that role. There, I said it. I need it for a lot of reasons. I won't bother you with the details. I always wanted it, of course. All my life I've wanted it, but tell you the truth, there's a lot of bad stuff going on, and I need something good to happen right now. Not to mention I'm pushing 40, and you know what that means.
What does that mean?
I'll be too old to play him.
Hamlet?
That's what I'm talking about.
He's a college boy. You're too old to play him now.
But you have to look at the performing tradition. None of the great Hamlets was actually college age. You have to be experienced, seasoned. And I have a different take on the role. Everybody gets it wrong. They play a philosopher, casually musing on the meaning of life. To be or not to be, that is the question. They throw the monologue away. But what if he really wants to know? To be or not to be, that is the question. And what's he saying? Should I kill myself? That's what he's saying. Suicide. No musing, no philosophizing. He wants to know now. That's Hamlet.
But would the director agree?
You could have a word with him or her, theater management and all. You're new and you may not know it, but I've done a lot of shows here. Look at the old posters. I'm all over them. And as you know, I'm on the board.
And as I'm sure you know, it's the director's call.
The theater hires him.
Not for Hamlet. The university's renting the hall.
Really? They've never done that before.
You must have missed that board meeting.
Why would they rent the hall?
The university wants to do Hamlet. Our board doesn't want to produce it. They're renting the hall.
Why doesn't the board want to produce it?
Shakespeare doesn't draw.
That's a reason?
You must have missed a couple board meetings.
I'm having a midlife crisis. I don't have time for board meetings.
Excuse me, I'm going to go out in the lobby and direct people in.
That doesn't mean I don't have time for a show. Any show, cast me, I'm available.
Good to know. Hi.
Hello.
Did I hear you say that you were on the board here?
You heard?
Well, I want to put my 2 cents in about casting discrimination.
Casting what?
Discrimination.
We discriminate now.
Well, it's been a long time since you've had a lead role for a black woman who's not Aunt Jemima.
Our audience is mostly white.
Actors should be diverse. Casting should be blind.
You think a woman, a black woman who is not Aunt Jemima could play Hamlet, for example?
If you're race, gender, and age bias free, then anybody could.
Shakespeare calls for a white male.
We can't sue his ass. The statutes run out. But we can sue the board of directors.
Wait a minute.
I'm just kidding. I would never sue when I'm going for a part. But I'd make a great Hamlet. See, I have a different take on the role. Everybody gets it wrong. They play a noisy, suicidal brat in need of pills, treatment. Boring. I do her calm, philosophical, seen it all, done it all. To be or not to be, I pause right there. Take a drag on a joint, inhale and say, that is the question. As I exhale and mumble the rest of the soliloquy, just throw it away. What you think? You don't like it? But think about it. I'd make history doing Hamlet no matter how I played it, even if I was terrible. But you, just another white guy, could be brilliant. And who would notice?
It's already 7:15. Where is everybody? I know it wasn't going to fill up. And not
$75 is pretty steep for a workshop.
A master class by a world-famous director, not a workshop.
You've got to really want it. You've got to have fire in the belly.
I signed up even though I've never heard of her. Any link to New York?
I've never heard of her either. What about you?
I've never heard of a lot of people.
So maybe she's world famous in Poland.
Maybe she's a scam. I'm gonna Google her and see if she exists. Do you spell Crystal with a C or a K?
It's C on the poster.
Hi. Is this where the master class is at?
You found it. I remember you. You're Brent, right?
From that show, that musical, right? Billy?
Right. Here, fill this out for me.
Okay. Hi, Mr. Crystal. I'm Brent Sandler. I'm doing Brick. From Cat on the Hot Tin Roof.
I'm not who you think I am.
You're not Simon Crystal?
It's Simone, not Simon. She's a woman.
She's world famous, and the three of us have never heard of her. Since you've got her name wrong and her sex wrong, I'm assuming you've never heard of her either.
Right. But hey, she's from New York. I plan on going there when I get the cash and breaking into the professional theater. When I do, I want to know somebody.
Headed for the Big Apple, are you?
You think that's stupid?
I've been headed there for decades.
My sister thinks it's stupid. She's my caretaker. She thinks I need a job and a degree, but I'm a good actor. Better than some. Not bad looking. Better than some of them too. Why not? Or what the hell? Listen to this. Why? I'll tell you why. I'm ashamed, Big Daddy. This is Brick from Cat. I'm ashamed. That's why I'm a drunk. When I'm drunk, I can stand myself. Brick is my role. I was born for it.
Move over, Marlon.
Brando never did it. You're confusing it with Streetcar, but I can play Stanley too. I do macho.
Then who played Brick in the movie?
Paul Newman.
I doubt that.
Trust me. When I was overseas, I spent my off hours streaming movies. Old movies. Especially Tennessee Williams movies. I love Tennessee Williams.
I found her, Simone Crystal, with a C. They're calling her a communist theater artist.
Communist?
Well, that's what it says.
What does that mean anymore?
Acting teacher, a disciple of Stanislavski. Made a couple of movies way back, so she did exist anyway.
Shh, the guy's coming back.
Excuse me, Billy, is it? But there's only a few people here. Hello, I'm Alex, Madame Crystal's assistant. I hope you're expecting more.
I don't know what to expect.
Did we get the word out?
I think so.
Madame Crystal is world famous. We expect good turnouts wherever we go.
We were just talking about that. Alex, none of us have ever heard of her.
You're kidding.
No.
Never heard of her?
Maybe she's world famous in Poland.
Unbelievable.
I've never heard of her either.
Are you all pretending? And why would you do that? Theater people know about Simone Crystal. They just do. They may be dumb enough to think that she's wrong, but they have never not heard of her. And why would you pay $75 for this class if you've never heard of her?
She's from New York, and there's a rumor she has a rep company.
We all have professional theater dreams. That is why we're here.
Can I ask a stupid question? What is she famous for?
She is the last of a long line of acting gurus that starts with Stanislavski himself. Read her book, The Theory of Acting. You must have seen it, it's everywhere. She says Americans get Stanislavski all wrong. The group theater, the actor's studio, the method they teach, it's not him, not what he taught. She teaches the real Stanislavski system, and it's different. It's revolutionary, and it's so much more than the theory of acting. It's the theory of life itself. It's everything you need to know. When I first met Simone, I was a black hole. Angry, depressed, drugged out, hopeless. I thought acting was all about money, and I was not making any. Plus, I had a medical history. Therapy, pills, more therapy, more pills, and I was going down. Down, down, down. But Simone fixed me. She made me whole. I didn't know I needed her. I thought I knew everything. She told me to look for the secret artist asleep inside of me. That hidden, suppressed artist just waiting to wake up and give me meaning. That's how big it is. Simone Crystal is big. And maybe you think you're smart. Maybe you think you know the ropes. Maybe you think you're in charge because you know how to work the system. But let's face it. And be honest. We peons don't even know what the system is. And all the ropes are out of reach. We're blind. We can't do this alone. We need help. We need guidance, a teacher, a master. And as far as a New York connection, your thinking is right on, very smart. It's $75 well spent. Simone knows everybody and has everybody's ear. Impress her. And you just might have a career on the New York stage. Okay, so it's 1:15. Let's wait a few minutes for the latecomers to show up. Meantime, Can I check out your booth?
The booth? Is there something you need me to do in there?
I just like theater booths.
Okay, I'll show you around.
That's okay. I'm a light and sound gear junkie. I'll figure it out.
Great, go right on through.
Thanks. And thank you all for taking this workshop. This means a lot. Welcome to the Church of Simone. I promise you'll be glad you came.
He's cute.
Looks like a high-end theater type to me, but how would I know?
Probably gay.
Oh, hold on. Looks like we struck gold here. According to this, Simone Crystal is a long-standing member of The Actors Studio. The Actors Studio.
The Actors Studio in New York.
Oh, the very one.
Is that still going?
What's the actor studio?
You know, Lee Strasberg, Stella Adler, Marlon Brando.
Dustin Hoffman, Al Pacino, Paul Newman.
If acting was Catholic, the studio would be the Vatican.
So she's well connected.
And then some.
Oh, wait. It looks like she parted company with the studio. Not sure when.
Why?
Some disagreement over what's that? Gunfire?
Gunfire?
Is it real?
Is this that kind of neighborhood?
That's an M16. I've heard it before.
Was that coming over the sound system? You know, that guy's in the booth playing around.
Coming closer.
I couldn't tell if that was on the speakers.
No way. There's a shooter out there.
I've never heard that sound when it wasn't coming over the news or in the movies.
I'll tell you what we need to do, and we need to do it fast. Lock down the building. Trust me, I was in the military. I know what I'm doing. Who has the keys?
I do.
The important thing is that nobody leaves the building. I'll lock the front door. Are there any other doors?
Just the one, it's a square key.
Okay, hold on.
You don't have to lock the door. That won't help.
Don't lock it.
You might need it to leave.
Leave?
Nobody leaves the building.
What's going on? You heard the gunfire?
Did you play Gunfire over the sound system when you were in the booth there?
I wish no, unfortunately.
Who's doing the shooting?
Simone has her enemies.
Armed enemies?
Why would she have enemies?
Well, she's an artist and a communist, a thorn in the side of power.
Alex, did you hear? Oh my God, it's them, isn't it?
No, we don't know that.
They're here, they found us.
Not necessarily. We don't know who it is yet.
Well, it's easy enough to find out. Just ask these people. You all live here. Tell me, how often do you hear gunshots in the streets? Are there riots or drug wars around here?
Never.
Not this city.
There, you see? Never happens. So, who else can it be? This is a disaster. Why don't they just leave me alone? After all these years, you'd think they'd give it up, think about something else, find lives to live, but no. And now they have guns. Oh, for heaven's sakes, look at me. I haven't even introduced myself. How rude. Mea culpa. I'm Simone Crystal, as you must certainly know by now. Thank you for coming. Whatever happens next, I want you to know I'm delighted you're here. I love actors. I'm eager to see your work. Please excuse what's happening outside in the street. A little war you probably never heard of. I'm sorry to expose you to it. I apologize for that. And thank you for not leaving, for braving gunfire to audition for me. I do appreciate that. Don't think I don't appreciate that.
Oh, she appreciates that.
Are we auditioning for your repertory company now?
Simone is always scouting talent for her rep company.
She has a repertory company?
We're auditioning for a repertory company?
You could say that, yes.
What is going on in the street out there?
Why do you have people shooting at you?
That's a long story. We'll get into it later.
Why put it off until later?
Well, for one thing, there's only 4 people here right now.
3.
We should start when there are more, hopefully a lot more.
These people deserve an answer right away. They could be risking their lives every moment they don't rush home to safety. Why are the powers that be shooting at me? Is that what you want to know? Well, there are so many reasons. Who could ever list them all? Suffice it to say, it's part of the ongoing war between fairness and greed, truth and lies. Oh, it's really quite simple. For example, I asked them point blank, I said, do you know how many children go to bed hungry at night? And they said, we don't know. Well, I said there are lots of different studies, lots of different estimates, but even the smallest of them number the hundreds of millions of children go to bed hungry at night. It breaks my heart. How can we eat sushi or go to a play or buy anything for ourselves when we know that? I speak the truth, and they don't want it said, and that's why they shoot at me. There's your answer.
Are we safe here?
Oh, of course. Don't worry, please, don't worry.
If they're coming for you with guns and we're with you, how can we be safe?
Then leave. Go home.
Is it safe to go out in the street?
Well, they won't bother you if you're leaving. They want you to leave, and that would be the smart thing to do. Who knows if they're going to start shooting again or burst inside gunning for Simone? You don't want to be here.
On the other hand, they never have burst inside gunning for me. Consider that when you're making your decision. They've always just fired a few shots in the air to frighten people.
But now they're getting old. They're in a mad dash to finish things up, which makes them dangerous. Would they shoot to kill? Maybe.
But they're old. They take naps. They might not ever get around to doing anything, even if they want to.
I wouldn't risk it.
If you go home, you'll miss the audition and your chance to work with the rep. A life-transforming experience.
But you'll never get that chance. Not paid actors from non-professional theaters in the boonies just don't make the cut in a Simone Crystal repertory company.
Sometimes they do.
Not often.
So, what are you going to do? Stay or go? Choose one.
We are going to lock the door in a moment.
The prudent thing to do under the circumstances.
So you better decide which side of it you want to be on before we do.
Art or security? Take your pick.
You're going to lock us in.
And them out.
But us in.
Or out, your choice.
Couldn't you unlock it later and let us out if we change our minds?
Simone wants you to commit yourselves right now or leave.
But how do we know if it's dangerous to stay?
You don't.
How do we know you're not a couple of paranoids and there is no danger?
You don't know that either.
The gunshots didn't come from the sound system.
Oh, I wish they did, but I doubt it.
You were in the booth, you should know.
Do you have gunshot sounds in the booth?
There's a sound effects library in the computer, but I don't know what's in it. It takes 5 minutes just to get that old computer to turn on.
I did not turn on any computers.
Is this some sort of test that you're doing on us?
Good question, and I will answer it. All your questions are good, and I will answer them. But before I give you the answers, you must make your decision on whether or not to stay. Alex? Alex will count to 10 and then walk through the lobby and lock the front door. If you want to leave, you need to get there before he does. Don't be shy about leaving if that's your choice. Your need to keep safe will be respected.
Do you mind?
No talking.
2.
Are we,
3. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. 10. I'm going to lock the door right now. But I don't have a key. Who has the key? Do you?
I do, but
I'll bring it right back.
I'll do it.
Oh. Did you want to go?
Go?
Go home?
I come with the theater. I stay.
Great. Then lock it for me, please. Thanks. So, that's it? Nobody wants out? I guess not.
Amazing. Alex, when's the last time we had no one go home?
When was the last time we had so few people?
You're all artists, or potential artists. You pass the test. You take risks. Only people who take risks can create things.
So this was a test.
Of course.
Simone doesn't like to work with people who have no potential. This is her way of weeding them out and sending them home.
Acting without risk is craft, not art.
Do you want me to lock the door or not?
No need to.
So there's nobody out there gunning for Madame Crystal.
No, they may be gunning for me, all right, but not with guns.
And the gunshots?
Your hunch was right. I brought a CD into the booth and played it on the sound system.
Play it for them again so they believe us. I don't want them to worry all night.
All right. What?
And after you do, take it out and put it in your pocket. Don't forget it in there. Sometimes he forgets it in the booth of whatever theater, and we have to find somebody with a computer to make another copy. And There, you see?
You could have fooled
But
me.
what does being willing to get shot at have to do with acting?
You've got to love danger. And you do, I can see you do. You're disappointed there aren't real guns out there. It takes a sparkle off the evening for you to feel safe.
Are you expecting more people?
I don't know what to expect.
Nobody else talked to you about it, said they were coming?
Nope.
Simone, I think we should cancel this until there are more people.
Maybe this is enough. Maybe it's a case of la creme de la creme. Like that little town in the Midwest where we auditioned years ago, remember? Almost nobody showed up, but every one of them was raw genius. They went on to careers on stage and screen.
Not all of them.
We have 1, 2, 3, 4 actors to audition.
3. I'm not auditioning.
Why not?
I work for the theater. I'm here to unlock the doors and turn on the lights.
You look like an actress to me. Don't tell me you don't covet the stage. You've got theater written all over you. What's your name, darling?
Billy Lee.
That's a stage name. Was there really a Mrs. Lee who named you Billy?
No.
So, what's your name, darling?
Sarah Weinstein.
Thank you, Sarah Weinstein. Now, tell me, Sarah, has the theater broken your heart by ignoring you, by paying you no attention?
You could say that.
So, you walked out on him. Is that what you did? You left him. You gave him up. Am I right? Your relationship with him was hopeless. Is that what you think? Well, take hope, my dear. It's not hopeless anymore. You may audition if you wish.
Audition for what?
What's your dream role? The role you were born to play. The role you'd give your eye teeth to show me. The ideal character you thought you'd never get the chance to play.
There are a few of those.
In Shakespeare?
Top of the list.
Which one?
Lady Macbeth.
Don't say the word. You know better than that. Very well. You shall play Lady M from the Scottish play for me. I may need a Lady M.
You're going to do the play in your rep.
That depends. Give it your best. I want to hear the sleepwalking monologue for starters.
I don't have a script.
What do you need a script for? Don't you have it memorized?
Why would I have it memorized?
Your dream role and you don't have it memorized. Shame on you. Rule number 1. If you want a part, just learn it. Don't wait for a production to come around. I was cast as Lady M unexpectedly, less than a month after I learned the lines, which I did because I love them, for no other reason. But they needed somebody yesterday, so I won. Where was I, Lady M? I forget.
San Francisco.
San Francisco, yes. And you know, I did her well because she took 5 years off my life and ruined my marriage at the time. But she was a triumph. That role made me. I love that role. I'll write the lines down for you. I still know them.
Thank you.
Who's next?
Are we auditioning for your repertory company now?
Let's just hear the monologues you've prepared for this masterclass, shall we? Now, these are open readings. You all listen to each other. If you go first, you will get the most criticism from me. Those going next can avoid the mistakes I catch you making, but I will credit you for being willing to go first. Now, I see we have a Brick, a Bernice, and a Hamlet. Let's just go with the Shakespeare since we're already talking about him. Which one of you is Hamlet?
That's me.
Excellent. I will sit here behind this desk. I am the audience. The stage is right there in front of me. Enter Hamlet.
Okay. Hi, my name is...
Stop. Don't talk to me. Don't tell me who you used to be. Just be Hamlet.
Very well. I'm going to do the soliloquy for
Don't do anything. Why do you have that book in your hand? Don't you have it memorized?
For the most part, I do. I won't look at this much.
And you, process of elimination, you must be Brick. Is Brick memorized?
For the most part, but not totally.
I can't believe this. Alex, have you ever seen anything like this? The 3 of them that don't know their parts. The parts they chose, their dream parts. What unforgivable laziness.
Well, that's a good reason to postpone.
Is it that you don't give a damn? Is that it? I don't get it. Help me to understand. How can you live with yourselves knowing you don't know your lines? I couldn't. Bernice is a black woman, so I assume you are her. Is your text memorized?
Yes.
What a relief. At least someone is serious in this group. Come forward, my dear. And the rest of you, please pay her the same rapt attention you would pay Sarah Bernhardt herself if she were here to audition for us. You are?
Dolores Ford.
Thank you, Dolores Ford. Good name. I can see it on a marquee.
I'm going to do Bernice from the piano lesson by August Wilson.
Don't tell us what you're going to do, dear. Just do it.
Okay. Look at this piano.
You're not there yet.
What?
I said you're not there yet.
Where?
You're still you.
Still me?
I'm looking at the same woman I was looking at sitting in that chair over there waiting to go on. And we both know that's not Bernice. Because Bernice would never in a million years would Bernice audition for a play. She's too private for that. You need to change, Dolores. Don't hurry. Take your time. Nobody's waiting. Nobody bought a ticket. An actor prepares slowly. Always slowly. Read Bernice's mind. What does she think about? Does she like life, this life she has, or does she dislike it? Maybe she hates it. Think her thoughts. Now, loosen up your body, everywhere. Good, good, good. Let it rearrange itself to fit her thoughts. The body is a costume the mind wears. Alter that costume, tailor it, fit this new person. As you become Bernice, let me see the change in your spine, in your wrist, in your eyes, your neck, even your elbows and your knees. Before you say a word, I will know the exact moment Bernice enters and is among us. Prepare. I will watch you, and when you are ready, I will cue you to begin. Don't start until I do. Just prepare. Now go.
Look at this piano. Look at it.
Wait. I don't see it.
Don't see it.
The piano, I don't see it.
Don't see it.
Start again, and this time, make me see the piano.
Look at this piano.
I still don't see it. Why don't you rub it? Good idea. Rub the piano.
Okay.
Show me the shape of it with your hands. Make it clear. Caress it with love, the way your mother did when she asked you to play it for her. And don't forget the carvings on the piano. Wonderful carvings. Naked women, naked African women. So sensual. Show me the carvings too. Look! Oh, and I'm sorry, one more thing. Forgive me, dear, but forget about that line reading you were about to give. I can see what's coming, and it's boring, and it's not right for the play. And really, it's Dolores. It's not Bernice anyway. I'm sure you can come up with a better line reading than that. Now go. And this time, I promise I won't stop you.
I don't
Worry
think I
not.
can audition
said
under
you-
these circumstances.
Oh dear, did I say something wrong?
Did you just tell me to change a line reading I hadn't given yet?
Well, I know what it is. I read minds.
I want to do a good audition. I am desperate to do a good audition. But I can't because you make me so angry interrupting me all the time and I can't even concentrate.
Good.
What's good?
Excellent.
God damn it.
Now do the text.
I told you I can't
Do it
concentrate.
now. Use the anger. Deliver the speech to me. Let me have it. Bite my head off.
Okay, look at this piano. Look at it.
Angry. Make it angry.
Look at this piano. Look at it.
Level. Take it up a
Will you
level.
stop interrupting me for Christ's sake?
You keep asking me to look at the piano. Command me. Push my face into it. Give me a bloody nose if you have to.
Look at this piano. Look at it. Mama Ola polished this piano with her tears for 17 years. For 17 years, she rubbed on it until her hands bled. Then she rubbed the blood in and mixed it up with the rest of the blood on it. Every day that God breathed life into her body, She rubbed and cleaned and polished and prayed over it. Play something for me, Bernice. Play something for me, Bernice.
Stop. I can't believe that's the way you feel about your mother.
How I feel?
Yes! You're doing wonderfully, by the way. Wonderfully. But now you're quoting your mother. And when you do, we need to see how you feel about her.
How do I feel about her?
Well, how do you feel about your own mother?
What does that have to do with anything?
Did you throw your life away for her? Now she's not even grateful?
No.
No?
I love her.
Of course, but that only makes it worse.
Let's talk about Bernice.
Are you married, Dolores?
No.
Kids?
I don't want a family.
You want to be an actress.
Given the choice, yes.
You're obviously good, very good, so you could have a career. Why don't you?
Well, not everybody can hang out in New York and go to audition.
Are you stuck here?
Not stuck.
In a job you hate?
Not hate, but
What is that job?
I'm a produce manager at a supermarket. The work's okay, but the shift schedule makes it really hard to do plays.
But why do you stay there?
What else to pay?
What do you need money for?
Right.
An artist might rather be poor.
Look, do we have to discuss my personal finances?
Acting is personal. What do you need the money for?
Well, if you have to know, to keep the family home.
You don't have a family.
No, well, it's my mother's family home. She still lives there where I grew up. She can't move anymore. She just doesn't have it in her. And they went and gentrified the neighborhood, so the rent skyrocketed.
So you pay the rent.
Who else is there?
Is she grateful?
Are you kidding? She thinks I'm the reason she's still poor.
Does that make you mad?
Yes.
But you keep paying the rent.
What else can I do? It's just until she dies.
So you must wish she were dead.
No,
No?
I love her.
You said that already.
It's the same with Bernice.
She loved her mother. Her mother's dead now, of course, unlike yours. But when she was alive,
Bernice loved her mother and wanted her dead at the same time. You know how that feels. You know it well. So use it. Just use it. Don't worry about it. Don't analyze it. Don't fix it. Just put it to use. Please, do the speech again, and this time mix all of this into it with your superb rage. Take your time. Let me see it all. The whole person. Go.
Look at this piano. Look at it. Mama Ola polished this piano with her tears for 17 years. For 17 years, she rubbed on it until her hands bled. Then she rubbed the blood in and mixed it up with the rest of the blood on it. Every day that God breathed life into her body, she rubbed and she cleaned and she polished and she prayed over it. Play something for me, Bernice. Play something for me, Bernice. Every day, you were always talking about your daddy, but you ain't never stopped to look at what his foolishness has cost your mama.
Bravo, darling. Well done. Bernice is with us now.
I didn't know that she was that way.
Well, now you know. And this is just the beginning. From now on, you will work long and hard on Bernice.
Are you really producing the play?
Oh, don't worry about production right now. Stanislavski said acting is about two things only: truth in performance and love of art. He didn't say anything about play production or ticket sales. Truth and love are all we need. Put her on the list.
Really?
Oh, yes.
Are you sure?
You've seen what she can do.
But the list.
What list are you putting me on?
I'll explain later.
Tell her, Alex.
But
Spill the beans.
There are only 4 people here right now. Let's hold the beans and cancel the event until there are more of a crowd. This is a non-event.
Show some respect for these actors.
It's not their fault nobody came.
Nobody came. Non-event.
Look, why don't we go out for a nice supper tonight and try again Saturday? Who knows a place to eat? What'd you recommend?
Depends what you want to spend.
Downtown's a steakhouse, a couple of Asian, a pizza, and a Mexican.
Please don't go out to eat. I came here for a master class.
And you're auditioning for a rep company? What rep company?
Tell them, Alex.
can't.
Tell
We
them
can't say
what
so much.
repertory company we are auditioning for. Tell them.
All right. But please, keep this under wraps for the time being, okay? Simone is scouting actors for a repertory company under the Actors Studio. The Actors Studio. This is a big freaking deal.
The famous Actors Studio.
The one in New York?
New York and LA.
What's the deal with the actor studio?
Let me get this straight. We're auditioning for the
Well,
Actors
she
Studio.
is. The rest of you aren't on the list yet. And to be honest, probably never will be. Congratulations, you are one of the elite few. The invitation is for serious contenders, but please, don't tell anyone that the Actors Studio is involved. We shouldn't have told you, so please keep it secret. Anyway, break a leg.
Why secret?
Yeah, why secret?
Why?
Imagine what would happen if word got out that I was casting for the Actors Studio rep. Broadway and Hollywood would empty out. Established actors would clog the airports flying in to audition. And gifted unknowns, like Dolores here, the local people from everywhere, you perhaps would never get on the list and through the door to be heard in the first place. Only in secret can I audition the common man, the common woman, real people. And that's what it takes to make a communist theater. Down with the class system of the studio where famous actors celebrate one another and all the lead roles go to the same few. My new company will democratize the studio. Open it up. The actors will be unknown, but they will have raw genius, which I don't mind telling you I would rather work with than the ready-to-eat genius you get from studio actors. Ready-to-eat genius is never flexible. I can make better stage magic with the raw kind. And that's why you all must be given a chance. And secret auditions make it possible. Now, Brick. You are Brick, of course. Are you... No, I don't want it.
It's been a while.
I don't care how long it's been. I don't want any.
Sorry.
Are you prepared, Brick?
Yes and no. I don't have it memorized, but I have been working on it.
Tell me, are you gay?
Gay?
Are you a gay man?
Of course not. Why do you ask?
Why would Brick be your dream role?
Brick isn't gay.
He isn't?
I know a lot of people think he is, but he isn't. He says so right in the line.
I know what he says.
He says that Skipper and him had a clean relationship.
And a gay relationship isn't clean?
No, I didn't mean that.
What do you mean?
Hell. I'm for gay rights, gay marriage and all that. But being gay just isn't cool. I wouldn't wish it on anybody, that's all.
Read that part.
What part?
The part where he talks about being gay.
I think I know where that's at.
Page 56.
You know the pages. Amazing. Yeah, I worked on this.
Start at why can't exceptional friendship?
Why can't exceptional friendship, real, deep friendship between two men be respected as something clean and decent without being thought of as fairies? To hell with all them dirty lies and liars. Skipper and me had a clean, true thing between us. Had a clean friendship practically all our lives until...
Stop. Very logical. You understand the text. That's not the problem. But you're doing him straight. Now try him gay.
You really think he's gay?
Don't pretend you don't know that. We won't get anywhere if you're not honest with me. Now, allow him to be gay.
How do I do that? As an actor, what do I think about?
Have you ever been called a fairy?
Not really.
Yes, you have. I can see you have. How painful. I'm so sorry. You winced when I said the word fairy. There, it happened again.
I came here to act. I could psychoanalyze.
With Simone, there's no clear line between the two.
I'm not asking you to change. Don't fix anything. Just grab the pain. It's right there inside of you. Pick it up and pass it off to Brick. It's right there. Just lift it up, take it out, and give it to him. Lend it to him. Can you do that?
I'll try.
Good. And this time, don't work so hard trying to hide how you feel about being called a fag. There, you did it again. Can you use the wince? Start your first line from inside the wince. I'll say it again, and then go. You're a fag.
Why can't exceptional friendship, real, deep friendship be respected as something clean and...
Easy. You're overacting. Don't be a meat axe. A wince is mostly silence. Be honest. Be simple. Be complex. Be double-edged. But above all, take your time.
Why can't exceptional friendship, real, deep friendship between two men be respected as something clean and decent without being thought of as fairies? To hell with all them dirty lies and liars. Skipper and me had a clean, true thing between us. Had a clean friendship practically all our lives until...
Well done. Bravo. Continue.
Until Maggie got the idea that you're talking about. Normal? No, it was too rare to be normal. Or maybe once in a while he'd put his hand on my shoulder, I'd put mine on his. Or maybe when we were touring the country in pro football and sharing hotel rooms, we'd reach across the space between the beds and shake hands to say goodnight. And yeah, one or two times we...
What is he going to say next?
He gets cut off.
He cuts himself off. He's about to say something sexual, so he doesn't say it. Don't pretend you don't know what he doesn't say. Have you ever undressed a man in your mind? A potential lover, real or imagined, in exquisite detail? Have you ever done that? Do you do it often? You don't have to hide from me. You can come out of the closet with me. I'll love you no more or less. We're all actors here. We understand. You're safe here. Have you ever done that?
On occasion.
Good. Thank you. I want you to do it again now. And this time, after you undress your invisible lover, I want you to run your hands down his naked body while you talk to us. Enjoy him. Let us see his shape under your fingers. Begin at normal. Don't hurry.
Normal? No. It was too rare to be normal. Any true thing between two people is too rare to be normal. Or maybe once in a while he'd put his hand on my shoulder, or I'd put mine on his. Or maybe when we were touring the country in pro football and sharing hotel rooms, we'd reach across the space between the beds and shake hands to say goodnight. Yeah. One or two times we
what?
That's the end of it.
What did you do one or two times?
The speech stops there.
Did you have sex, real or imagined?
Well, no, or... Yes. Yes, of course. They were lovers. I knew that.
You're very brave. Do you know that? And I love you for it. I love you. So don't change. You're fine, just the way you are, just fine.
Fine.
Yes.
Is that what I am?
Yes. There. Come on. There.
I'm sorry.
There. Go ahead. Cry. Get it out. Good.
Are you?
Simone, you here?
Are you?
Sit down.
I blacked out
Bring your chair.
for a moment.
Something to eat or drink?
Sit down. I'll go get your thing.
Where is it?
It's back there.
Don't bring it out here.
What are you gonna do?
I'm fine.
Now sit down.
I can stand.
Right back.
This'll pass.
Water, coffee, a washcloth?
Doctor?
No,
How can I help?
thank you.
Do you want to lie down?
I'll stand.
The couch in the green room opens up to a bed.
She won't need that. She'll be fine right quick. She just needs a shot of this. Here you go. Now sit up straight so I can get this on you. There you go. Simone has COPD, which means she doesn't get air. She needs oxygen a few times a day. Now breathe big. Fill them up. Let it out. It's good. But other than that, she's a tiger. She'll probably outlive us all. Watch how fast she recovers.
Thank you, Alex. I'm back. I wish you hadn't spilled the beans, however. Okay, you can take this away now.
You have to wear it longer.
But
You have to. You have to.
And I have to drag this thing around with me, too. I hate it.
They make a model now that's small enough to wear like a shoulder bag.
She knows about those. She doesn't like them.
I must apologize. I lied to you, or tried to. Forgive me. What a hypocrite I am. The guru of truth tries to hide her oxygen tank. She doesn't want people to see it, or they might think that she's hanging on artificially with gas. That she should have gone already. Well, now you see me, warts and all. If you want your money back, Alex will give it to you, won't you, Alex?
We can talk about it.
Of course you will. Yeah, let's continue. Where were we? Brick. Is Brick still here? There you are. You were wonderful, darling. Wonderful. Put him on the list.
Him? Wait a minute.
Put him on.
But Simone,
Put him on.
aren't you going a little overboard with listing people tonight? I mean, it's not a good thing when actors are not good.
Nonsense. Don't listen to him.
Do you think I have potential?
Are you listing him?
Okay, I'm listing him.
Really, Alex? You're every bit as elitist as those villains at the Actors Studio, Kazan and Strasberg.
She thinks they're villains.
They are. They want all their members to be famous actors. They're capitalists of art, czarists of theater. Now, I ask you, if it's wrong for the super rich to get all the money, isn't it also wrong for the famous actors to get all the leads? We directors have an obligation to be communists when we do our casting. Redistribute the wealth. Give everybody a chance. That's justice. You will be listed.
Did you really know Lee Strasberg and Elia Kazan?
Oh, those people don't have a shred of conscience. When I joined the studio, nobody auditioned me. I had just made a bunch of money from a blockbuster film, and that was enough for them. They just signed me up. What was that film?
Camille.
Camille.
Simone, you know, was a movie star before she became a director.
Sentimental claptrap. Please, don't embarrass me by watching Camille. I commit every actorly crime in the book. All the things I teach my students not to do.
Now, what's this list that you're putting me on?
You get to audition.
This is for the Actor Studio, the famous one.
432 West 44th Street?
That famous address.
So we'd have to go to New York.
Yeah.
An acting job in the Big Apple? Holy shit! That would fix everything. Everything in my life that's broken. That would fix it.
I can't just hightail off to New York. I got a life. Unfortunately, I wish I didn't. I'd love to go.
Put me on the list. My life just fell apart. I'd go to New York in a heartbeat. And I've got the cash to get there.
My unprepared Hamlet. What can you show me?
The soliloquy.
Not to be or not to be again.
I have a new take on it.
Everyone has a new take on it. You're too old to play Hamlet. What do you do for a job?
I'm a banker.
Then Hamlet is not for you.
Used to be a banker.
Do you have another dream role?
Not offhand.
Does anyone else have anything to show me? We haven't heard from you, Lady M.
I don't have a script.
Well, look for one. What have you been doing all this time?
Where?
Every theater company must have a Shakespeare edition lying around somewhere.
Hey,
If you don't want me to do Hamlet, tell me what to do. Let me try something else. I'm fired from the bank and laid off by my wife. I'm ready for a new life.
I've got a job for you. Run the business end of my company. A banker is just what I need, and it's a paid position.
I've always dreamed of being an actor.
Don't be an actor. There are too many actors. 90% of them can't find an unpaid job. But the theater never has enough banker types, people who know how to pay the bills so the art form can survive. A banker type is worth more than 1,000 actors. He's worth his weight in gold.
But I want to play Hamlet. Let me show you how I do it.
I can guess how you do it.
How can you guess that?
I can read your mind.
I might surprise you.
Really? Then, surprise me.
Okay.
Yes?
I found one.
Good for you. Please have a seat.
To be or not to.
That doesn't surprise me.
How about this? To be or not to be.
That doesn't surprise me either.
Okay. To be or not.
Nope.
To be or not.
Give up, why don't you?
Give me a chance.
It's not working.
You haven't heard enough of it to know that. You let those other people at least finish. You're making fun of me.
Not at all.
And who knows if any of them could actually leave their lives to join a company. 6 months ago, I couldn't, but right now, I might just be liberated from work, and my marriage is on the rocks. I might not be A-list, but hell, I've done a lot of shows over the years, and I'd like to think I'm not half bad. Why do you keep stopping me?
You're selling yourself. That's not acting. Salesmen are liars. Actors tell the truth.
How can I make it more truthful?
Show us the secret man lurking under that outgoing surface. The insecure man who became an accountant because he had no faith he could make it as an actor, but never got good at accounting because he'd rather be on stage. Can you show us the grief of living such an unrealized life? And now as your house of cards comes tumbling down around you, can you show us the desperation with which you seek the ultimate leading role, Hamlet, a role for which you are totally unfit, a role which you hope will give your battered ego a much-needed boost. But the ego is a liar and must never be allowed to perform on stage.
I didn't come here to be insulted.
I'm sorry.
Calling me a liar?
You asked me how to make it more truthful.
You expected people to join your company when you trashed them?
Real artists don't mind being trashed for good reason.
Now, sit down and give someone else a chance.
I want to audition. Let me try again and see if I can make it more truthful.
Do you know how?
I think I do, but you're right, not with Hamlet. What else could I do?
Do you have anything memorized?
Nothing.
Well, in that case, why don't you tell us a secret?
A secret?
Something you've been hiding.
Something personal about me?
Yes, of course.
Here, in public.
You're on the stage, yes.
Well, isn't that self-indulgent? It's to make it all about me.
Go ahead, indulge yourself.
What kind of secret?
Do you cheat on your wife?
What makes you ask that?
You said your marriage was on the rocks.
So?
And that she laid you off.
Well, that doesn't mean I cheat on her.
On the rocks and laid off are vague statements. They tell me nothing, they admit nothing. They're not descriptions, they're cover-ups. And what would a married man want to cover up? So yes, it tells me you're cheating on your wife. Are you? Am I wrong? Tell me if I'm wrong.
Yes, of course you're wrong. Sounds like you've been talking to her because, well, that's what she thinks. Can you believe it? She thinks I'm cheating on her. She does. And when a woman gets an idea like that in her head, it's hard to get it out. But, okay, you want me to be truthful. Truthful. Okay, well, actually you're not completely wrong, no. Where there's smoke, there's fire. To be truthful. Did I have sexual relations with a person other than my wife? You can certainly look at it that way, no doubt about it. But did I enjoy it? That's another question, and a good question, a pertinent question. Because if I didn't enjoy it, well, actually I did enjoy it, to tell you the truth. That's the goddamn truth. That's what goddamn happened. None of you know Michelle, right? This doesn't leave this room. And then again, to be honest, you could ask another question. Did it go on for a long time? No, a week or two, that's all. That's all. But, well, it was Erica that cut it off. Me, I would have kept it going. That's the truth. Goddamn truth. I'm a jerk. And you know what? I never told either woman about it, never. I never came clean. Now it's too late. She's had it up to here with me, so honesty at this point would just add fuel to the fire. I'm an asshole. How's that? Honest enough for you? Any more honest, and I'd have to start making stuff up.
Thank you.
What a disconnect. I tell you I'm an asshole, and you say thank you?
It's okay. You're safe now.
No, I'm not. I'm not safe at all. Now who's being dishonest? I just told you something that should make you hate me, and you just brush it off and say it's okay? How honest is that?
I don't hate you.
I'm contemptible.
We're all actors here. No judgment.
Human beings, aren't you?
I love you.
That's what you said to the other guy. Do you love everybody?
I love actors.
You don't have to bother loving me because I'll tell you the truth now. I don't care anymore. I'm a lousy actor. I lied when I said I wasn't half bad. I'm at least 3/4 bad and probably 9/10 bad. Audiences don't notice me. They pay attention to other actors, but not to me. I do get a lot of roles here, but that's because I'm on the board. If I wasn't on the board, they'd cast somebody better.
List him.
He just told you how bad he is.
You want me?
Anybody that honest is capable of learning to act.
Then list him when he does.
I stink.
If he does.
I can't act my way out of a paper bag.
Even if he doesn't learn. Why should the list be restricted to good actors only, the gifted elite? Is there no room for ordinary, non-gifted actors who make stage magic not because they're talented, they're not, but because they just want to, they desperately want to, with all their hearts, and they give it everything they've got, as this man does.
Oh, I don't give it everything I've got. I'm too lazy.
List him.
You're diluting the talent pool.
I'm deepening it.
Now, you can take this damn thing away and turn that stupid tank off. That stuff's expensive.
Have you had enough?
More than enough. I feel invincible.
That's it. I'm in.
For now.
Let's move on. Are you ready with Lady M?
I don't want to do it. I have no idea how to approach it. Let me try one of her other monologues.
No, that one's the Colonel.
I've heard so many different interpretations of it.
Oh, forget about interpretations. Don't worry about interpretations, just do.
That it's a mad scene. I don't know how to do a mad scene.
There's no such thing as a mad scene. Crazy people don't think they're crazy. Everything makes sense to them. They're very logical. It's all quite simple. Go.
I am telling you.
You give up at every step of the way. Stop doing that. Don't be afraid. Take a risk. Come on, audition for me. Show me your stuff. The worst that can happen is that you don't get a call back, and you don't have one now. So what's to lose? Wake up. You're sleepwalking. Walking in your sleep. Go.
Out, damn spot, out, I say. 1, 2. Why, then 'tis time to do it. Hell is murky. Fie, my lord, fie! A soldier and afeard? What need we fear who knows it, when none can call our power to account? Yet who would have thought the old man to have had so much blood in him?
Stop. I see the problem. You don't know the scene.
The scene.
She's dreaming.
Right.
But she doesn't know she's dreaming, so it's real. A sequence of fragments like cutaways in a film, jumping one to the other. The first, right after she commits the murder. Runs out into the hallway, sees blood on her hands. Quickly, rub it off. Terrified someone will see you. Go.
Out, damn spot! Out, I say!
Easy, keep it simple.
Out. Damn spot. Out, I say.
Right. Now, cutaway to you standing over the sleeping king, the knife raised over your head. You're coaching yourself to stab him. Go.
1, 2. Why, then 'tis time to do it.
Now, you're looking at death. There it is, right there.
Hell is murky.
Now, you're talking to your infuriating coward of a husband. If you weren't a woman, you could do it all so easily without him.
Fie, my lord, fie. A soldier and a feared. What need we fear who knows it, when none can call our power to account?
You're back at the king's bed. You're amazed.
Yet who would have thought the old man to have had so much blood in him?
Your next murder victim comes to haunt you.
The Thane of Fife had a wife. Where is she now?
And the blood won't rub off.
What? Will these hands ne'er be clean? No more of that. My lord, no more of that. You mar all with this starting. And here's the smell of blood still. All the perfume in Arabia will not sweeten this little hand. Oh. 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 Wash your hands. Put on your nightgown. Look not so pale. I'll tell you again. Banquos, buried. He cannot come out on's grave. To bed. To bed. There's knocking at the gate. Come. Come. Come, come, give me your hand. What's done cannot be undone. To bed. To bed. To bed. Thank you.
Well done.
I did it.
Put her on the list.
Her? You've got to be kidding.
You heard the applause she got. Put her on.
All of a sudden, you want to give away the store. What's with you?
There's no point in me being on your list. I have cancer.
Oh, you poor dear.
They gave me 6 months to 2 years.
How long ago was that?
10 years.
10 years.
I usually don't talk about it. I'm supposed to be happy outliving their predictions, but it just makes death seem all the closer. I'm scared. I'm standing at the gates of hell, peering through. I can't see what's on the other side. And hell is murky.
Quick, join the rep. Do some theater before you go.
It's too late for that. I'd have to wait for a callback, then wait to hear, and then if I got in, get enough money to go, where is it?
New York.
New York. Who could afford that?
We'll pay your moving costs. And house you too. That's the whole point of my rep, to give ordinary working people the same chance to pursue their art as the idle rich get. But I'm redistributing opportunity instead of money. Now for an artist, that's real wealth. And the wait? Forget about the wait. Skip the callbacks. No wait, you're in. As of right now, you are chosen.
No audition?
And the rest of you three. All 4 of you as well are in the company.
Wait a minute.
Welcome to the Actors Studio Rep. You all made the cut.
Are you nuts?
I'm in. That's it?
I can't go to New York.
New York. I don't know.
Don't waste this chance. Jump on it.
I saw on the internet you had a falling out with the Actors Studio.
Simona's always falling out with them. It's the artist against the establishment, the never-ending war. But when push comes to shove, they'll sponsor her rep, no doubt about it.
I'm flattered. Thank you. Thrilled. But my job won't even let me do a play in this little theater. Wait, why am I even here?
Quit the job.
My mom has no retirement, not even a month's rent.
She'll live. People survive without saviors. It's her house or your dreams. And you, Brick, why do you hesitate?
I'm fresh back from my tour overseas. I have to make a re-entry, get back to my family and all that.
Do you plan to come out of the closet?
What does that... Not right away.
Don't go back to your homophobic family. Join the rep. We won't care about your hormones. And you,
I might have to do chemo. I don't know.
10 years. I rose to stardom and then fell back into obscurity in less than 10 years. You mustn't use cancer as an excuse to do nothing. That's just choosing failure. Why would you do that? Why do people choose failure? I don't understand.
You idiots. Do you know who you're turning down? Simone Crystal. A-listed actors would pay through the nose for a spot in her company. And you, amateurs in a backwoods community theater, take the offer, the chance of a lifetime. I don't know why she's making it. She's losing her marbles, going senile. Usually she auditions people till they're blue in the face and then rejects them anyway. But today, she's a free lunch. Go ahead, eat it. Take it. You see what she can do? Each of you had a magic moment under her direction, and this is just the beginning.
It's time. It's time for you to put aside your family, your job, and yourselves. Become an actor full-time, day and night, waking and sleeping at mealtime and between meals. Follow Stanislavski, perform truth and love art. Find your personal genius. Touch the face of God. Trust me, because I love actors.
Amen. All right, let's do some exercises.
Exercises?
Acting exercises.
I hate acting exercises.
Do it anyway. Come on, gather up.
What are we doing this for?
Just shake the stiffness out. Be ridiculous. Come on, gather up in a circle. Come on, come on, come on. Shake your legs. Shake them all out. Shake your knees and your toes. Shake your arms and your elbows and your shoulders. Shake it all out. Now shake the head and your eyes and your hair and the earlobes and the teeth. Shake it all out. Now sputter your lips. Sputter faster, and faster, and faster, and faster, and faster, and faster. Now, gather up all the energy you've got. Gather it all up. We're going to give it to Bernice. Woo! Bernice got it all. Now, give it to Harold. Now, Harold, give it to Sarah. Sarah, give it to Brick. Woo! Now, take it all back, take it all back, take it all back, take it all back, and crush it through the floor. Now, I have contracts. Does everybody want one?
Are we really going to do this?
I'll sign it without even reading it. And I'll take the business job too. So you don't dump me when you see how bad my acting
It's
is.
so much thing to do, but what a tingle, what a thrill.
I'm back on disability, so my sister gets paid to keep me. If I go, I don't know if she...
Would you choose a few dollars over your happiness?
It's not a few dollars. But no, she wouldn't.
And you, Our Lady M?
I want to do it. I want a contract. God bless you, and thank you, Simone.
And you, Bernice?
I would have to get my brother to help. He never has enough. Count me in, goddammit. Why not? Let's just do it.
Fuck it. I'll take one too. What the hell?
Welcome, all four of you, to my repertory company to be. All together now. Let us say the oath of Stanislavski, the great Stanislavski. Repeat after me. I, and you put your name here, do dedicate my life to truth and art.
I, Harold Bauer, do dedicate my life to truth and art.
Amen.
Amen. Don't worry, that's as churchy as I get.
When will the company get going?
I have word they're going to vote on it at their next board meeting.
You've been saying that for years.
Don't start.
You have no such word.
What's this? We have to pay?
Pay?
A placeholder's fee. What is that?
We have to pay?
$1,100.
Is this a scam?
1,100?
I thought you were offering us a job. Why do we have to pay?
I agree. It's ridiculous for you to have to pay. I'm ready for more. Give me more of that stuff.
Count me in.
Don't pull on it, you'll break it.
What do you need money for?
The board needs to see actors sign up for the rep before they put their money down. Your placeholder's fee says you're serious. And you will get it back, of course, as soon as their money kicks in. You four bring us very close to a number that'll wow them.
Can't we wait and pay when the rep happens for sure?
Well, these auditions won't be secret much longer. Successful actors, $1,100 is beer money to them. They're going to buy out all the spots. So amateurs like you can't get in anymore. Take advantage of Simone's communist philosophy while you can.
I'm sorry. In a perfect world, this would never come up.
Here's my money. Good move. I don't know if you're legitimate or not, but I don't care. I want in.
What about you? You want in too?
How would I pay?
Do you have a check?
Yes.
I don't have a check, but, oh God, am I gonna regret this? Will a debit card work?
I think so, yeah. Let me try.
You're set up to take this on your phone.
If I can get it to work.
What happens if I don't have enough in there?
He still gets paid, and you pay the penalty.
If you don't have money, you pay more.
But it's worth it.
The poor pay more.
It's still a good deal.
Thing is, it's not my check. It's my sister's. I'm just back. I don't have any money.
And you have her check?
She gave it to me. I didn't steal it. In case I ran into a situation. She even showed me how to sign her name on it.
Don't use it. Tear it up.
You could always get your money back.
Get it back.
Yes. Say, if you write me that check tonight and you get home and your sister doesn't like the idea, I will give you your money back.
Thanks.
That's not true.
Of course I will. And this applies to all of you. If you get buyer's remorse, if you sign up tonight and wake up in the morning and say, oh my God, I can't uproot my whole life, I can't even spend the $1,100, I'll give you your money back at any time. You can always get your money back.
That's not true. You didn't give that other man his money back. Turn this thing off. I've had enough.
Don't pull it. What man?
The one we were talking about. Don't give him your money. It'll just go down a hole.
I explained to you about him.
I'm through. I'm finished. I don't want to play this game anymore. I'm ashamed to say, we've been lying to you. My repertory company will never exist.
They are going to take another vote.
They were going to take another
They will soon.
By now they've forgotten all about it. The younger ones have never heard of me.
Simone is depressed right now, an oxygen thing, but there's plenty of life in her rep, and most of the time she believes in it, and so do I. A whole new generation of actors want a connection with Stanislavski, and Simone is it. This is going to happen big.
How dare we steal money from these people? They're just as poor as we are. Worse in his case. Shame, shame, shame on us. You should have put me in the place, Alex. You should never have taken me on.
Not this again.
I'd be better off in the place.
She begged me to keep her out of
The
there.
place is paid for. I wouldn't have to lie.
Simone has these downer moments, side effects. They don't last long. A little oxygen, she'll bounce right back.
They think we're crooks. She called it a scam.
I wasn't sure, actually.
Of course you think it's a scam. You're just too polite to say so. Does anyone else think it's a scam?
It does have signs of it.
I wouldn't know.
Depends on how you look at it.
Well, it is a scam. If you think the rep will never happen, then you're taking their money for nothing. But I'm keeping you alive to make sure that it does happen, and that's a noble cause. If this was a scam, we'd be rich. You will look rich. We live in that van out there.
Give them their money back.
Why?
How many of you paid him a placeholder's fee? You, the banker. I saw you give him a check.
But
Give it back!
what's with you?
Give it back!
Okay.
And you, with the card. Did her card go through?
Not yet.
Well, stop it.
But hold.
Stop it!
What's happening?
Stop it! Stop the card!
Okay.
Is it stopped yet?
It stopped.
You ruined me.
I could have died an honest woman.
You are an honest woman.
I could have died. I could have died
This
with
is
the
not a
reputation
scam.
I
It was your
deserved.
idea anyway.
A placeholder's fee. That was my idea.
It's all a package.
You're the crook.
I signed on for this job. I did not make it up.
And you have to give that man his money back, too.
What man?
The one we've been talking about. We've been talking about him all day. Can't you remember anything?
Not him again.
Don't pretend you don't have the money.
I don't.
Then you must have spent it.
I did.
And what exactly did you spend it on?
You.
Me.
Yes, you. Always you. Do you know what it costs to keep this tank filled? And we don't have to. It's outdated technology. They have a new lightweight shoulder pack with a battery, rechargeable, no tank, and Medicare pays for the whole shebang. But no, you won't try it. You won't try anything new. You know what? I'm done. I quit. I am finished. Truth is, she secretly loves to drag this tank around. That's her costume prop for playing the dying sweetheart. She's still doing Camille after all these years, and who doesn't love a Camille? But I'm done. I quit. I don't want this anymore. And it is true, she is right. I was the one who came up with the placeholders fee. I had no choice. While she was still famous, the master classes were huge, but we don't get the numbers anymore. Like tonight, what do we have? 3 signed? We can't live on that. However, my business plan is unacceptable, so I resign. I'm gonna go now. And when I do, I'm taking the van. Because it's my van. And that means she is homeless. Maybe one of you could take her home tonight with you. Then tomorrow during the business hours, you can turn her over to the medical community. The place, as she calls it. She'll be fine, don't worry. She qualifies because of the oxygen thing. They'll take her. She even says she wants to go, but that's right now. Tomorrow, when you get close to taking her, she'll fight you tooth and nail because she wants her freedom. And what are you going to do then? Because you want her to have her freedom too. Because she's magic. She makes you remember why you dreamed of being an actor in the first place. She fires you up about art, the meaning of life. The rest of the world grinds you down. Simone Crystal puts you on a pedestal. Makes you special. And nothing else matters. And now she's begging you, pleading with you, save me. Don't put me in the place, I'd rather die. And of course you're going to want her to save her. The dying Camille tugging at your heartstrings. You'd want to take her home and keep her and worship her and take up her causes and live her life. But don't do it. Don't do it. It's a mistake. You'll be sorry. Because whatever you do for this woman, and I've done a lot, what I've done could fill a book, 2 books. Whatever you do, it's never enough. She's ungrateful. She just expects it. She's disappointed because she expected more. She says she doesn't know what she's going to do without you, but she doesn't mean it. She doesn't give a damn about you. You're just her slave.
You're the devil. I hate you.
What did I tell you? No gratitude.
Get out of my life.
I'm sorry I have to dump her on you, but I'm fried. Deal with it.
Oh, God.
Well, I guess this class is over anyway.
What are we supposed to do with her?
Could one of you take her home? I don't have the room.
I take her to my house, but I'm not so welcome there myself.
Wait a minute. Is this some sort of test that you're doing on us? Like the gunfire, Miss Crystal? Excuse me. Miss Crystal, excuse me. Is this some sort of test that you are doing on us?
They split up. How is that a test for us?
He said he was going to take the van. Let me go see if he does.
Is she all right? Miss Crystal? Miss Crystal? Why doesn't she answer?
She looks like she can hear us.
He took the van.
You left?
I saw him driving away.
Miss Crystal? Miss Crystal, do you hear me?
He dumped her on us. He even called it that. Well, not me. I do theater to escape geriatric babysitting, not take on more of it. And that pisses me off. I want to ask for my money back.
Can we get our money back?
Ask her.
Miss Crystal, I think you understand. That $75 for the class, that was her money, my sister's. And she doesn't know that I took it. I shouldn't have, but I thought I'd get a part in a play somewhere if I paid, and everything would work out great. But now I need that money back. Easier to return it than explain it.
I don't think she hears you.
And I don't think she has your money anyway.
Shit! I just assumed there'd be a payoff. I am a jerk. I'm gonna go. I'd stay and help, man. I don't want to. I don't think I have any help to give anyway. I mean, I ended up homeless myself over this. Give up the dream. That was the lesson of it. Give up the dream.
And now there's only 3 of us. Who's it gonna be? I have to close up the building.
What's wrong with her? Maybe she has to go to the emergency room. Does anybody want to take her to the emergency room?
Don't look at me. I'm not going to take her anywhere. I don't want any contact with her. She dredges up my old failed hope for a life in the theater. And she had me going there for a while. For the tiniest little minute, I thought I was on the train to Broadway. Getting into a repertory company was actually my dream when I was a kid doing school plays. I thought I had the gift. I thought I'd make it. Don't give me hope. Hope is a raw wound. I'm going home and watch a movie.
We should take her to the emergency room.
Why?
If I can't take her and you can't take her, where else?
A hotel?
Does she have money? And maybe she needs medical help, oxygen and all.
Oxygen. That's what she needs. Oxygen.
No. Miss Crystal, do you want some oxygen?
Wake up! Oxygen.
Yes. Thank you.
Put this on.
Oxygen. Yes.
How do you turn this
Oh,
on?
I don't know.
What are these things up here?
Oh, careful, oxygen tanks are highly explosive.
They are?
It's oxygen.
Miss Crystal, how do we turn the tank on? These things up here, what do they do?
Alex always does it.
He's not here.
He knows.
Have a look. What do you think?
Your guess is as good as mine. He'll be back.
I don't think so.
Oh, yes. He's my savior. Frankly, I don't know why he does it, poor boy. He should get a life of his own, but I adore him. I don't know what I'd do without him.
He's not here. He left.
He knows my oxygen schedule. He never forgets. I won't say he's never late, but he never forgets.
You must have seen him use it. Try and remember.
Don't ask. I have to keep calm.
Is this the on-off?
I'm going to look for the manual on the internet. What's the model number?
It's a S7.
It's the S72XP. Why do you want to know?
How do you turn this on?
There's a lock on it. It's a safety thing. I'll do it.
You're back.
Just in time.
Here you go. Now, breathe deep.
You're late.
I just saved your life. These people don't know how to turn the tank on.
Bless you. Forgive me. I don't know what I'd do without you.
Now, let's go. I'll get the van all warmed up.
Wait, I can't move yet.
Okay. We'll wait. For your information, this is not a scam. For your information, there really will be a studio rep, and Simone will be in charge. The board will come to their senses and realize that she's the greatest director on earth. They're going to cough up the money she needs to do her magic and make history. And the placeholders will be the first to get their money back in full, plus a membership in her company. Don't tell me that's not a good deal. That's a bargain, not a scam.
I'm ready now.
Are you going to keep that on?
Can you roll it behind me?
Sure, yeah. Don't pull on it.
What are we doing tomorrow?
Going back.
No.
I have an audition.
Why bother? You never get any parts.
It's a commercial.
I wish you wouldn't do commercials. They pollute the craft. Better to be a waiter in a restaurant. Good night, you two. Thank you for taking my class.
Excuse me. I hate to mention it, but we should settle up.
Settle up.
Let's just keep it simple. The hall cost $300. You took in $225. You owe us $75.
Oh. Bill me.
You signed a contract that says you'd settle up tonight.
I did. Well, we still have to guess up the van and, well, food.
Okay. You're on the board. Can I give him a $75 discount?
Sure.
Forget the 75. Just call it even.
Well, let's call it a contribution to the rep. Thank you.
We walk out of here without any money and you say thank you.
Are you still selling placeholder memberships?
Yes?
No.
I'll take one.
You
Here's
will?
the check I wrote you when you gave it back to me.
Is this for real?
It's the same check.
That's very kind of you.
Do magic and make history.
We will.
You're a fool, Mr. Banker.
You told me that already.
Alex, I'm cold. Let's go.
Well, good night.
Good night. Ready to go to New York myself, it would have cost thousands. But for the bargain price of $1,100, I get a slice of the pie with a lot less risk.
You are a banker.
Unfortunately, but that'll change when I come back and audition for Hamlet. I'm going to land that role, with or without your help. Even if I'm too old. Even if Simone says it's not the role for me. She's wrong. Warn that university director to open his mind to new ideas about Hamlet. My audition is going to blow him away.
Okay.
Good night.
Good night. Out. Damn spot. Out, I say. 1, 2. Why then 'tis time to do it. Hell is murky. Fie, my lord, fie. A soldier and a feared. What need we fear who knows it, when none can call our power to account? Yet who would have thought the old man to have had so much blood in him?